Welcome back to the 73rd episode of the BatChums podcast. I'm Drew Leiter, and joining me tonight is my co-host, the man, the myth, the new legend, Mike Gordon.
Howdy.
I see you survived Dragon Con.
Yes, I have a little bit of a voice, so I will use it for the next, I don't know, however long we record this episode until my voice gives out. So, yeah. Hopefully it only takes one part, not three parts. Luckily, we do these one part at a time. So if we were doing the whole three-parter, Drew, I'd have to my voice. I don't know if it could take that, but
We could be going back to that Catwoman episode where she steals the voices.
yeah, I feel like that happened. Yeah, I feel like that happened. I didn't see, by the way, I didn't see much Batman 60s. I think there was some, but I didn't personally see a lot of Batman 60s cosplay at uh at Dragon Con this year. I saw a Penguin. Usually I see a few Julie Newmar Catwomen, but I did not see them this year. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess people were just doing other things, or they were just not in my wheelhouse. I just didn't see them. I mean, there were 75,000 people there, Drew. So I think I missed a few. But anyway, the spirit goes on. We did before we get started. I just want to say we did give we did run across some listeners and some watchers, viewers of BatChums who had very nice things to say. So I appreciate that. I always like meeting our listeners and our supporters because yeah, we wouldn't really be here if it wasn't for them. So I appreciate them. And if you guys have good things to say, or not even good things to say, politely not good things to say, then reach out to us. You know, you don't have to meet us at a con. You can reach out to us. You can comment down below on the YouTube channel or send us an email.
Or you can text us too.
Text us as well. Yes, we've got that phone line, that bat line.
Yes, we have the hotline.
Got the bat phone. Yeah, Drew's got his own bat phone, so you can disturb him.
So this is Batman Season 2, Episode 37, The Zodiac Crimes. Episode aired Wednesday, January 11th, 1967, directed by Oscar Rudolph and written by Stephen Kendall and Stanford Sherman.
Now, we've seen Stephen Candell's work before. He did the False Face two-parter in season one. And he also, I think this is his only work for Batman. But he did a lot of other TV work. Prior to this, he did a lot of Westerns. And then in 1966, he did two episodes of Star Trek, the original series. Both of them were the Mud episodes.
Oh,
I Mud
okay.
and Mud's Women. And then he wrote two episodes of Star Trek, the animated series. He wrote six episodes of Mission Impossible, a couple episodes of $6 Million Man, and one episode of The Bionic Woman. He wrote five episodes of the 70s Wonder Woman series. He wrote one episode of the Amazing Spider-Man series. And then he worked even much later because he wrote 17 episodes of MacGyver.
Oh, wow.
So he's really good at getting people out of fixes. So we'll see how well, because this is as I mentioned, this is a three-parter, which is the first time that's ever happened on this series that we know of. It's not the only time, I don't think. I think there's other three-parters coming, but this is our first three-parter. And my understanding is that the initial idea was to release it as a movie overseas. So that's why they have the two villains, a special guest villain and an extra special guest villain in this episode. So to make it more of an event. I also think that it was an anniversary of the show too. So that's why they wanted to get the ratings in. And the other person who worked on the teleplay was Stanford Sherman. We know Stanford Sherman. He's written some before for Batman. He wrote the Penguin two-parter with the mayor that he was running for mayor,
Oh,
and he
okay.
also wrote the two-parter this season that introduces Marcia, Queen of Diamonds. I wonder if that'll come into play at some point. Anyway, and he wrote like a ton of episodes for season three. So we're gonna see a lot more from Stanford Sherman. So this is par for the course for him.
High noon in Gotham City, police headquarters. Chief O'Hara impresses Commissioner Gordon with a new scientific crime fighting program. A rare art map shows every art treasure in Gotham City so they can check them out in a moment's notice. I don't know if I can see Chief O'Hara getting somewhere in a moment's notice,
No, I mean
but maybe
we
it'll make him a little more efficient.
well we do know that he could use a map at times, right?
Yes.
So now whether or not he can carry that with him in the car, that's another thing. They're going to need to get a more portable version to help him and his crew out. But yeah, I guess I guess they're trying. They're trying, to get to try to, figure it out without Batman.
Yeah, try to get self-sufficient.
Yeah, that won't last long though.
No. Commissioner Gordon states that they would be well on their way to putting all of Gotham City's criminals behind bars. Mother McGinty! Joker appears sitting in the window. Never mind the bars, look to the stars, not to mention Venus and Mars.
So Joker's got kind of a rhyming thing going on in this three-parter, which correct me if I'm wrong, but he's never really done that prior, right?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so it did strike me as kind of odd. It's like all of a sudden he's just rhyming all the time. Which, you know what? Cesar Romero like sells it really well, and it gives him something to really like have fun with. So I don't mind it, but yeah, it does seem like a new thing.
Yeah, maybe he's trying something new to because everything else he does gets stopped by Batman. So
Well, in his mind, Batman just got lucky, Drew.
that's true. He does think that. Commissioner Gordon rushes to the phone to pick it up. With the flick of his wand, Joker zaps Commissioner Gordon's hand, telling him, naughty, naughty, let's keep your blue coated buffoons outside. Joker tells Gordon and O'Hara that he has a new hobby, astrology. Joker's wand floats in the air by itself. Chief O'Hara goes to grab it and gets zapped. Joker steals the map and rolls it up, stating it should go well with his star maps. Joker announces a new crime wave. This is the first of the Zodiac crimes. Look for 11 more, and don't forget to keep score. Joker escapes out the window where a beautiful woman named Venus appears on a rope ladder. Joker hops on and they are hoisted away into a helicopter.
Here's where I'll point out that Venus, the beautiful woman on the ladder, was that your comment there? Beautiful woman, Drew? Is that your comment?
It might have been.
Anyway, it's Venus is played by Terry Moore, who is still around and still acting, by the way. I think she's been in a couple things over the last couple years. So she's most notable. She started when she was really young, like a teenager. And she's in Joe Young, Mighty Joe Young, and that was actually from 1949. Was when she made that wasn't her first movie. She'd been in a few other things before that. She played a teenager, the teenage lead character, or sorry, the lead character as a teenager in Gaslight, 1944. But her big role that people most know her for was Mighty Joe Young in 1949. And even so, she did a cameo in the remake in 1998 as well. But like I said, she still acts. She was in she was in a couple episodes of True Detective in 2014 and a few other things later on. Like I said, she's still active. She's still working. I don't know if she does cons, but yeah, she's still around.
At Wayne Manor, Dick is practicing the tuba. Aunt Harriet is knitting and Bruce is reading a book. Alfred comes in to let Bruce know he has a phone call in his office. Which was
Yeah.
kind of funny because Alfred comes in and he's like, "Sir, the bat phone." I'm like, "You're saying that a little loud, Alfred."
Well,
and
that's nothing
and then
compared to how loud he gets.
And then he goes to shout it. He's like, oops.
And Harriet's like, "What? Bat? What?"
And then when Bruce goes off to his study, Dick's like, well, I'm going to practice my marching. Like that's not suspicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna. For a minute there, I was wondering if Dick was gonna take the tuba with him down the pole.
Yeah, well, he couldn't get the thing off.
He
and
might have
and
had
I
to.
and I kind of wondered if that was not planned. He just couldn't get it off. Commissioner Gordon informs Batman that the Joker is on the loose. At police headquarters, Chief O'Hara is explaining in great detail about the Joker's wand floating in front of his nose. Batman explains it's a simple trick using magnetism.
Yeah, Batman is not impressed. Both O'Hara and Gordon are like, "It was magic. It was really creepy." And Batman's like, "Really? It's just magnets. It's just magnets, guys. Come on, man." It was that was pretty funny.
Batman deduces that the 12 crimes Joker promised might be for each sign of the zodiac. Holy astronomy! Aries the ram, Taurus the bull, Gemini the twins, Virgo the virgin, Libra the scales, Scorpio the scorpion, etc., etc. I thought they were going to go through all the whole zodiac sign, and then Batman just goes, etc., etc.
Yeah, Batman has no patience here. Like he's just like he's not impressed by the wand floating levitating, and he's not impressed by Robin reading reciting all 12 of the zodiac symbols. He's just like I think he's just like Joker's free. We got to go to work here because Joker is one you don't want to mess around with.
And Batman does. Batman pulls out a device and uses it to discover a hidden two-way spy device. The Joker has been listening the whole time. Exactly, boy blunder. I warn you, Batman. I don't feel rejected with a fortune and treasure still unprotected.
You're almost having as much fun saying those rhymes as Cesar Romero did.
I guess so. The spy device explodes with flames. Batman quickly puts them out. Or, or should I say, the spy device explodes with flames while Batman sprays water to Thames. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, maybe that's something you might want to like work on beforehand.
You don't think I can come up with some rhymes right on the spot?
I mean, yeah, you get points for effort.
Rare art map. RAM. Ram. Aries the Ram, the first zodiac sign. Back at his hideout, Joker tells his gang that Batman and Robin have no idea what is in store for them. Soon, Joker will have them out of their way permanently.
So Joker's there with his gang. His gang is a lot of guys.
I
So
noticed that. I'm like, oh man, Mike's going to be going on forever and ever.
So, you know what? I will say that I'll give them all like a quick pass because right now, they're solid. But so Mars, they're all named after planets. And Mars is played by Joe DeRita. He's done a few things. He was 1928 to 2007. He was born and raised in Worcester, Massachusetts. I say that because that's kind of really close to where I lived, and that's where I went to college. And he acted quite a bit, known for a lot of roles. He appeared on General Hospital. He actually appeared in The Incredible Hulk, MASH, and a lot of other stuff too. Some movies too, Andromeda Strain. He's in that, and so he's pretty solid. And then we have Mercury is next. Mercury was played by Hal Baylor, 1918 to 1998. He didn't do as many movies, but did a lot of TV. and Chips, How the West Was Won. He was in the TV series Planet of the Apes, and did a lot of work as well there. And then we have, let's see, Uranus. Boy, that guy was like, I'm playing who? And that was played by Persini. Charlie Persini yeah, he did a lot of work as well. Um, in about 20 movies, really. He's got about 20 credits. He's mostly a stunt guy. So he did stunts. He actually did stunts for Roadhouse. I want to say that like Peter Griffin, Roadhouse. And he was a stunt coordinator for Demolition Man as well in 1993. So he worked a lot, and he's still around. He's still kicking. So none of the stunts took him in. So he's still there. He's still around. Also, we have Saturn, and Saturn was played by Eddie Sayers, I believe his name is pronounced. 1922 to 1971. He did a few like he's basically plays background guys, henchmen, Mike Hammer, Peter Gunn, stuff like that. So Time Tunnel, he did a couple of actually 3 episodes of Time Tunnel. So that was probably outside of Batman, one of his longest runs on the show. So he just did background really. So yeah, a lot of guys there. I just, I looked at it too, and I'm like, really, Joker, you need this many? Because I don't have the time to. But probably out of all of them, I would say Joe DeRita is probably the one that people would, if they recognize somebody there, it's probably him because he was in, like I said, like almost 90 credits and did a lot. Like if you've watched the show, especially in the 80s, 70s or 80s, he was probably in it at some point.
Suddenly, there is a knock at the door. The package has arrived. It has been sent freight collect $2,450. Joker tells Mercury to pay the man. The contents are very valuable. The penguin pops out of the box. The Joker had to sneak him into Gotham without anyone finding out, especially Batman.
That was so it's kind of the surprise is kind of ruined for us, right? Because in the credits it lists Burgess Meredith as a special villain. So special appearance. So we know he's coming. I'm sure the marketing at the time was all over it too, that there was a team up between the Joker and the Penguin. So unfortunately, it's not a big surprise when the box comes and Penguin pops out. It is a bit unorthodox, but right away, these guys just have chemistry, right? Joker and Penguin have like they're just fun to watch. I'm like, I could just watch them banter back and forth for the next 20 minutes. They're great. And this is a big deal because yeah, we've seen a couple of villains team up, but not like this, not big well-known villains, right? I mean, the last team up we had was Catwoman and Sandman, and we didn't really know Sandman that well. And so these are two guys from the movie, right? These are the two out of the big four, I would say. And so this is a pretty big deal. They're teaming up and remarkably getting along, at least in the beginning. So, so they're working together, which can't be good for the dynamic duo.
Meanwhile, back at police headquarters, the Cape Crusaders study a copy of the rare art map. Suddenly, the phone rings and Batman suspects it to be the Joker. Batman answers the phone and Joker gives Batman a clue. Taurus the Bull is next on my show, and you'll soon be singing a song of woe. Batman concludes that Joker is after Gotham's singing sensation, the Twins.
Yeah, I thought, I'm like, oh, singing sensation. We're gonna have to get on the monkey phone and call and call Charles, Veronica, and Elaine to tell us all about the twins. But alas, it doesn't look like they are. I didn't want to waste their time because yeah, it turns out to be a ruse.
Batman and Robin arrive at the twin studio where they hear music playing. Robin starts dancing around, but Batman tells him another time might be more appropriate for his dancing.
Hmm.
Batman and Robin find the twins dancing around a record player and holding their guitars. Batman stops the music and Robin warns them that the Joker is after them. I noticed they're dancing around that record player, but nobody's playing the guitar. I thought they were supposed to be practicing.
They're practicing not playing. Well, and keep in mind, these two are not really the twins, right?
Yeah,
So
I realize that.
we don't know what happened to the twins. If the Joker's involved, probably nothing nice happened to the, well, if the comic Joker happened to the twins, then
They'd be dead.
then they're dead.
Luckily, we don't have the comic book Joker, so
Yeah, yeah.
there's a chance they're still alive.
I will say, Drew, this Joker gave me comic book Joker vibes, though. Like the energy that Cesar Romero has and the relentlessness that he has, he definitely, it seems like in this one, has more of a passion for getting rid of Batman and Robin for good. And the Penguin as well. They seem to be really, 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 yeah, I mean, they want to get rich and they want to do these crimes and everything, but I think they also really, really want to kill Batman and Robin in a way that I don't think they've had really before. I could be wrong, but I'm usually I think of the Riddler being that manic about killing Batman, but it did seem like this time the Joker and the Penguin both had that sort of passion for wanting to do that as well, for like that sort of sense of like we really want to kill him. And Yeah, and I got comic vibes. I mean, I think like if this Joker was to kill somebody, I mean, obviously it would be surprising because of the show, but not because of Cesar Romero's performance, because he did seem like he was ready to pull the trigger on someone. I don't know, did you feel that too?
Yeah. The penguin jumps out from behind a curtain and tells them to forget about that canary. They are up against the blackbird of prey. So he's called himself the blackbird of prey. This penguin means business. Disguised as the twins, Venus and another henchman spray purple gas into the Cape Crusaders' face from their guitars and escape. Batman is able to grab one of their wigs. Now, I couldn't, I was looking and I couldn't tell which henchman was wearing the wig. Do you know who that was?
I believe it was Venus.
Well,
In
Venus, yes. I know Venus was there, but who was the male henchman?
there were so many of them, Drew, and that's why I kind of didn't waste. I didn't spend a lot of time referring to all of them and digging deep into them because, to be honest with you, none of them really stood out. They all kind of were just there. So I don't know which one of it was. Pick a planet.
Yeah, I tried even googling it and there was nothing on who the other one was.
No,
So,
no, no. I don't
and
know.
I even went back to see if Joker actually said their name or anything. Nope. All we
No,
know is Venus was there and one of the other henchmen.
yeah, that's right.
The Penguin runs also, but the Cape Crusaders are in hot pursuit. Exiting the building, the Penguin hops on the Joker's bug, which is waiting outside the building. Two of Joker's henchmen are there waiting. The Penguin is hoisted into the air. As the vehicle pulls away, Batman and Robin also hop on. The vehicle rounds a corner. Penguin uses his umbrella to snag the wire of a banner that states Gotham City Flower Fair.
That
Penguin
Go
Penguin
ahead.
hangs there as the Joker's bug pulls away.
That was badass. Like that was really cool. Where the penguin's just like, "I'm out of here," and hooks his umbrella to the line, and just sort of scoots away. Like I just thought that was really cool. Like we don't see the penguin do a lot physically, and I'm sure that's not Burgess Meredith.
I'm sure it's not either.
It's
Probably a
not.
stunt guy.
Yeah, but I did think that was pretty cool.
Yes, and
Visually, I thought it was one of the coolest things that happened in this episode. And I tried to find a picture of it online, and I couldn't. And unfortunately, I can't. My Blu-ray player is kind of on the fritz, so I can't. I'm waiting to get another one, and so I couldn't take a screenshot. So usually I include like cool visuals or what I think are cool visuals with the images that we include in the newsletter and whatnot. But yeah, I couldn't. I thought that was really cool though. And you don't really see big stunts on this show like that either.
no, I thought that was pretty cool too. And we got a Joker. They call it the Joker's boom bug because we see when Penguin hooks himself on that wire, he shouts after the dynamic duo, "So long, dynamic dunderheads! Enjoy your ride on the Joker's boom bug." So apparently that thing's called the Joker's boom bug.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was jokered up.
Yes, definitely. It was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
liked it.
And I did like how uh it's just a little thing, but the penguin gets into the what's typically called the bird's nest, right? On a
Oh
crane.
yeah.
So I thought that was kind of fun.
Elsewhere, Joker and Venus are disguised as a couple. They are looking to buy the twin diamonds, which cost $250,000 at a jewelry store. Bella May Sue asks Daddy if she can have the pretties. The Joker is a, the Joker in his cowboy hat agrees and asks the store manager for armed escorts to his car.
The
I'm
Joker's
sorry.
wearing this
That
tiny little cowboy hat, kind of like, I mean, it just looks like it's a tiny little hat. It's so funny visually. They're so fun, and this scene was kind of fun too. But like I said, it also gave me comic Joker vibes because I was like, for some reason, I was almost scared for that guy who was the owner of that diamond store or whatever, because I was like, you're gonna die. Because this is the Joker. To me, this is the Joker to me. And so that was, but it was a fun scene. I don't know how Venus made it there so fast.
I know that was quick.
And she had to change. So but she left her wig behind, so I guess she was changing in transit. So
I guess so. And I had to laugh when she called Joker Daddy.
yeah, that's a that yeah, that's yeah, we'll just pass over that.
When the guards appear, Joker reaches for his briefcase to pay the jeweler. Uh, when Joker opens the briefcase, Joker's jumping beans spew out of it, temporarily blinding the salesman and the guards.
I like that
Joker
they
and
got
Venus snatch the jewels and flee.
I like how they got the flea. Good. I like how they got that trade. He's got that trademark, that branded Joker's jumping, not just jumping beans, but Joker's jumping beans.
So yeah, we've got Joker's got a lot of devices in this. We've seen his wand, we've seen his little spy speaker thing, we've seen his jumping beans, his what was that vehicle? He's got lots of gadgets in this.
Yeah, his bug, his bug and his beans.
Back at the Batcave, Batman analyzes the wig using the Bat Analyst computer. Batman discovers that the wig is the wig. Batman discovers that the wig is 98% human hair backed up with the finest silk. There is only one high fashion shop in Gotham City that has this quality, Harry's Hair Layer.
I don't know why Bruce Wayne knows about all the wig places in town. I mean, he's got a very good set of hair himself. So I don't know why, but yeah, he's up on that.
He just knows lots of stuff, period. Harry and Bruce Wayne belong to the same golf club. Perhaps Harry can supply the address they need. Batman and Joe Batman and Joker. Batman and Robin climb through the window at Joker's hideout. Venus is there alone. Batman and Robin try to convince Venus to help them, but she won't. Now, I'm stopping here for a minute because we went from Bruce saying he knows Harry all the way to them climbing into Joker's window hideout. It felt like we skipped a bunch of stuff here, and I'm wondering if there were some scenes that got cut.
I don't know that anything has been cut. Obviously it's a three-parter, so you got to keep moving. And I did feel like this story moved fast. It went by really fast to me. And because a lot's happening and it's constantly moving. I did think that we were going to see, excuse me, I did think that we were going to see Batman and Robin visit the wig guy, but Harry's hair layer, but we
I
didn't.
was I was actually expecting Bruce Wayne to visit Harry because they made that statement about Bruce Wayne knowing Harry,
Yeah, I
which would
that
have been weird.
yeah. Like, hey, Harry, how's it going, man? I'm can you give me some information that I can forward to my friend Wink Wink Batman? Uh yeah, that's strange. But yeah, so I guess they felt like, you know what? And, you know, we see them enter the building, we see them enter the room, but we don't see them climb, so we don't get a cameo. And I think we're used to getting seeing those too. So we're yeah, it does feel like some stuff was skipped.
I gotta say, I've been expecting a lot more cameos this season, and they just haven't been there. It
Yeah, you're
feels
right.
like it feels like there should have been more, and it feels like we're getting less cameos than I thought there was. So I've been waiting to see cameos like at least every other episode, and we haven't, which is weird because I thought there was more than what we've seen.
Yeah, you're right. I would have thought there was a lot more cameos as well. I mean, we'll see going, going forward if we see more, but yeah, I got the impression that it happened every episode almost, or at least certainly every two-parter, and that is not the case. Although this is only the first of three, so we could we could still get a cameo in this story.
Oh yeah. Suddenly, the phone rings. Batman picks it up, disguising his voice with a handkerchief, which I had just to laugh at. I'm like, how's that disguising his voice? The Penguin's on the line asking for Joker. Batman takes a message. Penguin states that everything is set for tonight. Batman tries to get more details, but Penguin states Joker has all the details. Penguin also demands a 50-50 split. No fast ones. They're both expecting the double cross, I'm sure. After the phone call, Batman and Robin convince Venus to help them, and she agrees. She takes them to the Opera House. Opera House. She takes them to the Opera House where Leo Brushtash is performing. Suddenly, Joker swings on the stage using a rope. Penguin in the rafters starts dropping sandbags on Batman and Robin, who skillfully dodge them. Leo Crushtash continues his performance as a fight ensues backstage and on stage between the dynamic duo and Joker's henchmen. The Joker and some of his henchmen kidnap Leo right off the stage while Batman and Robin continue to fight. Joker tells Venus to come with him, but she refuses. The Penguin waddles across the stage looking to escape as well. Batman and Robin throw two spears at him, pinning him to the wall. The Joker grabs Venus and they escape. The Penguin yells after the Joker, begging him not to leave him.
Okay, man, you went by you just cruised through that because I didn't even get to tell people that Leo was played by Charles Fredericks.
Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to get through the whole fight scene.
You were just going, 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 going. Just like this episode. It's just moving, 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 moving. And Charles Fredericks was a decent actor, 1918 and 1970. appeared in a lot of cool stuff. This is his this story is his only appearance in the Batman series. He did a few episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Hour. He actually appeared or did he has a credit on the My Fair Lady movie, which we've seen a couple of other folks that have done this show have appeared in as well, and did some movies as well. He's in a 1955 adaptation of The Jungle Book, and did a few episodes, a lot of episodes actually of Gunsmoke, which was a big series. In the like it went from 1958 to 1969. It was a lot, and he played, I think, different characters in that show as well. So decent actor. I thought maybe he was an actual like opera singer or something, but there was nothing in his bio about doing that. So so he seems to have the pipes though.
Batman and Robin confront Penguin, asking him what he is doing out of prison. Penguin states he needed a little change of air. Penguin states he was happy to help the Joker make fools of the Cape Crusaders. The Joker now has the lion and the crab. The Joker may have the lion and the crab, but they have the penguin, which will make Warden Crichton very happy. Back at police headquarters, Commissioner Gordon shows Batman a picture of the Virgin Bereaved, one of Gotham City's most valuable art treasures, valued over 1 million according to experts, and the only thing that resembles Virgo the Virgin. Batman decides to make his own zodiac prediction. Batman predicts that within the hour, Joker will be at the museum. Robin predicts that they will be waiting for him, and boy, will he be seeing stars. At the museum, Batman informs Robin that the guards have been informed to let Joker in, but not out. Joker appears from behind a curtain with Uranus. Robin shouts that the odds are all even, Joker, 2 against 2. Instead of 2, there is 7, about to give them a trip to heaven.
Yeah, all the henchmen were dressed up as statues. One of the things that I noticed when they first showed all the statues in the museum there, obviously I recognized that some of them were actually really people, but in white. But also that there was one that seemed to be against the wall and had a light on him, and it was a bust of a very familiar looking bust because we had seen this a very similar one. I don't think it's the exact same one, but we had seen a very similar one in first season when the Joker is first introduced. The Joker is wild, and he goes to that museum where they've got all the comedians as statues. There is one of Ernie Kovacs, and I guess the producer, somebody in Batman, must have really, really liked Ernie Kovacs. Ernie Kovacs was a comedian actor that was very prominent, had his own show and everything. Died really early. He died in 1962. He was only 42. But interestingly enough, he died. Well, his birthday is January 23rd. 1919, and he died on January 13th, 1962. So he died kind of like right before his 43rd birthday. But he died in January. And the episode Joker's Wild, where the Joker's first introduced and they see a bust of Ernie Kovacs, that aired in January as well. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when does the first part of the Zodiac Crimes air?
January 11th,
So
1967.
So it airs in January as well. So I almost feel like this show is really paying homage to Ernie Kovacs here because uh, not only is like I said, not only is his bust in that museum in his first appearance, Joker's first appearance, but here it is, we see it again, and it definitely looks like a different statue. They didn't just take the same one and paint it white, but it does have the figure of the guy in a suit with his arms, his hands in his pockets, his suit pockets, and the face looks very similar to, I think, to Ernie Kovac. So I could be wrong about all of this, but yeah, it struck me as very, very interesting. I haven't been able to
Suddenly,
get any other corroboration on it, so this is just me. I haven't seen anybody else point this out or notice it, so it could just be something that's coming from me, but it just seems striking to me, especially since when they have that opening shot, you certainly see Venus, but then they pan over and there's like this sort of like light around this statue, this bust, and you're like, what's all that about? And he doesn't come to life. So he's not one of the thugs.
Suddenly, henchmen disguised as statues attack, and a fight ensues. The fight concludes with Batman and the Joker battling with spears. Batman gets the upper hand, and Joker and his henchmen are defeated. The statue of the Virgin Bereaved comes to life. It is Venus in disguise. She reluctantly throws a powder from her cup into the Cape Crusaders' faces. They fall unconscious.
So earlier, when Batman and Robin bust in to find Venus at the hideout, and they sort of question her like, "Why are you with this guy? Don't you know that that's bad for you?" and all that kind of stuff. And then she gives up his location. I thought that was a trap. I thought she was setting them up. But it seems like she is really torn about whether or not she should be working with Joker or helping Batman because she is really reluctant, as you said, to pour the sleeping powder, to dispense the sleeping powder on the dynamic duo. She's really torn about it. And I thought that was interesting because I don't know. I mean, we've had moles like sort of question or certainly fall for Batman as well before and question whether or not they're doing the right thing and not want to get their hands dirty when it comes to like the killing part of it. But she seems really torn. And I that was unexpected to me. I like I said, I just thought the first thing was just a setup. And it turns out to be kind of a trap, but I don't know if she was in on it. And I certainly don't feel like she's being disingenuous here when she is honestly torn about whether or not she should do this. And the Joker pretty much makes her.
Yep.
I would do what the Joker said too.
Joker states that the stars demand a sacrifice to the altar of the sun. Batman and Robin are captured and placed beneath a massive 8-ton meteorite, a nod to the planet Saturn in the zodiac scheme. The meteor is rigged to drop when Saturn rotates around the universe. Venus confesses that she made a terrible mistake. Batman states that repentance is better late than never. Joker has one of his henchmen restrain Venus. Joker states that Batman is making him ill. This, the Joker says goodbye to the dynamic Dunderheads and predicts a falling out. Can
Calls
it
him the
be?
Dunderheads a couple times, huh?
Yes. He's not the only one. I think Penguin called them that too.
Oh yeah.
Can it be the dynamic duo crushed to death by an 8-ton meteorite? Will the Joker's prophecy come true? Or the horoscopes canceled? Is this their last star? Tune in tomorrow. Same time, same channel, same peril. I was disappointed there was no same bat time, same bat channel. It's like we went back to season one.
Yeah. I that is, you know what, I didn't even notice that. That is weird. I do wonder why why they didn't, why sometimes they do the bat time, bat channel, and sometimes they don't.
Maybe they just want to mix it up. They added same peril to this, so
Yeah, yeah. This is a different one and looks visually pretty cool. I mean, that's a pretty big meteorite, that big, big hunk of rock. That's like the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark rock that's
yes.
hanging over them. So, so, yeah, pretty good. Um, overall, I enjoyed it. I like the interplay between Penguin and Joker. I don't know how it's going to play out. See, I do know I've seen parts of this story before, and I believe I will really feel that in the next episode. So I don't want to give spoilers to our review of our next review, but there's parts of the next episode that I think are really impactful for my Batman viewing. So we'll get to those. But but overall I really enjoyed this. And like I said, it went by so fast, Drew, that when it got to the end, I was really tempted to just watch the next part because I was just like, I can't wait. And I have, usually like, most people know when we record these, we record them in order and we do not watch the second part or the third part in this case. We do not watch the follow-ups before we review the first parts because we feel like that would sort of spoil it a bit.
Right. Or
It would
taint
dig,
our review of it.
yeah, it would, right. It would. So, but I was tempted. Sometimes I'm tempted, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, I can wait. But in this case, I was really tempted to just like keep watching because I was wondering, I'm hoping too, and I know this is not the case because I do know a little bit about what happens in the other two parts. But it did seem to me that it was pretty like that Penguin gets clipped pretty quickly. So I was like, well, I hope that's not the end of seeing the Penguin here. But I know that's not the case.
And I didn't feel like it was. I'm expecting him to show back up. So
But I love the fact that the Joker just ditched him. And I do feel like that's going to have repercussions later on.
I'm sure it will. But I could see Penguin doing the exact same thing to him. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 And even, even Batman comments like you guys are not gonna work well together. Like that's just that and so but yet, they have to do what they can to get rid of the dynamic duo.
I can hear Catwoman from the movie saying, "We're about as united as the United Nations."
True. True that.
All right. Well, that wraps up our episode for this week. Do you have a shout out, Mike?
I don't have it's not so much a shout out, but we're gonna do a first here, Drew, because I have an unboxing.
Ooh.
Yes, I got something in the mail and I have not opened it yet. Got something in the mail. So uh I saw this deal and spoiler alert for Drew. I think I sent it to you, but I could not resist it because it was just too good of a price to pass up. So I don't think it's on sale anymore. So I'm sorry, listeners. You might have to pay full price if you want one of these, but I
I
could not
think I,
resist.
I think I know what it is. I,
So
if it's what I think it is, it's on my Amazon birthday list.
it's on your way.
My Amazon birthday list.
Ah, well, somebody's gonna have to pay full price for you, Drew. So I hope, and I hope unless it goes on sale again. But I could not resist. So opening the box, and in typical fashion, Amazon, look at that great packing job by Amazon.
Yep.
Well, hey, looks like none of the corners are bent, so that's a plus. That's a plus. And now it is a Batman 60s related item
Oh yeah.
that I don't think is new. I think it came out a while ago. So I don't think this is like a brand new thing. So that's why it was on sale. Maybe clearance. I don't know. But in any case, and I thought it was appropriate because, Batman Joker has his boom bug in this story that we just reviewed. This isn't that. This is the Batmobile, the Joker's version of the Batmobile, or yeah, what the Joker does. It's not really a Joker mobile. They don't call it that, and they never. I don't think this ever appeared on the series. I could be wrong. So as we go forward, we'll have to. We haven't got to it yet, anyway. If the Joker actually does this, then we haven't got to it yet. So. Let's see. Uh,
I thought I did remember the Joker having his own Joker mobile at some point.
he's had Joker mobiles in the comics and in the animated series, but they usually have like a Joker face on the front of it. So, uh, oop, so not used to this. This is my first unboxing video, Drew. This is the first time I've ever unboxed something on camera. So you'll have to forgive me. But so anyway, um, oh, so first thing we get is we have a figure. First thing that pops out is a figure of the Joker.
You know what?
And
I
yet,
just
and
thought of something.
yes, I'm opening this. I know some people don't like to open their collectibles, but they are toys, right? So we play with toys. We open toys.
I was
What?
just thinking our podcast audience is not seeing what our YouTube audience is seeing.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We might have to edit this a little bit for the listeners. So, or if you want to describe what's going on, feel free to do so. But
Mike
anyway,
is opening a box.
yeah. So here is the Joker figure that it
Oh, there
comes
we
with.
go.
So uh,
He's got a cape.
he's got a
He's got
cape that
the
has
mask
like
and cape.
has laughs on it. Has some writing on it.
It's green.
It has the Crash, Biff, Pow on the cape. Otherwise, he's wearing his tux, and the cowl has a little gesture, sort of like Harley Quinn, right? Harley
Oh,
Quinn-esque.
yep.
But he is masked, and otherwise he's in his traditional Batman '60s outfit of the suit, the purple suit, and the orange vest, and the black tie. So otherwise he looks pretty much the same as any Joker figure. Now he does come with a key. I do not know what this may be on the show, so this may appear on the series. So when we get to it, we'll have to pay attention. But he does come with a little plastic key, a large key to the city, or it looks like, yeah, it's really big. So I don't know what door this opens, but it must be a big one. So so the figure is pretty nice. I wish uh I wish the cape on the back had the writing too. I don't know. Maybe they put it on backwards. Because or probably not, because if you're displaying this, you want the words to appear, I guess, on this side.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because you're
true.
not going to display them like this. But the light is such that you can actually see
Oh,
the
yeah, you can see through it.
you can see through it. So it's kind of there. So anyway, so that's the figure. And then we get the car. We get the car, the
Ooh.
Batmobile, the George Barris designed Batmobile that I love so much. And it's been painted purple, has a Joker sticker on the side with purple bat wheels with the purple wheels with the bat symbol on them still, but the
Yep.
symbol is painted instead of red. The bat symbol is painted green. Um, the canopy area, dash and dashboard and all that is a painted. Yeah, that's painted like sort of pinkish as the Joker. It's got the Joker's face on the hood.
That looks more like the Joker from the comics
It
on the
does.
hood.
It absolutely does. Well, so does the one on the side, the sticker on the side.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
the one on the hood looks a little bigger, so I could see it better.
So, um, I don't know if he fits. I don't. I don't think he actually fits in the car. So we might have to deduct some points for that. Maybe. Oh, wait, wait, wait. So let's see. Let's get him. See if we can get in the car. No, it's kind of that's about as much as he's going to do. So he doesn't really quite fit in the car. So I guess we'll have to deduct points for that. Because I think if a oh wait there he is. He just slid in. All right. So he's in the car and he can actually put his hands on the wheel and
Oh,
even
there
look
we go.
at. So there you go. There's the Batmobile, Joker style, uh, that I got from Amazon, and it is made by McFarlane. So McFarlane Toys made it. It is available at all the usual places. Yeah, again, I purchased it on Amazon at a steal, really. It was a McFarlane Gold Label Amazon exclusive, and yeah, the I don't I don't know what else I could say about it. Like I don't know. I guess when if we get to this episode, then we can do a full we can bring it out again and find out in context if it works within the story or whatever. But yeah, it's a nice little addition. I could not resist the price of it, and I just love Batmobiles. And yeah, I would have, if it had been designed like like the comic book Batmobile, sorry, Joker-mobile with the Joker on the front and everything like that. I do remember Mego came out with a Joker, like it was a van. It was one of those like Volkswagen van things. Um, and I didn't have one of those, but I do kind of remember those. But to go along, and the Mego Batmobile was much bigger. So I don't have a McFarlane Batmobile, regular Batmobile. So I will I'm still wanting to add one of those to my collection. So, but this is pretty nice. And for like I said, for the price I got it at, I'm not complaining whatsoever. So there you go. There you have it. Our first unboxing.
Which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So
All right, and for my shout out, I'm going to shout out about Batman number 441. It's Batman A Lonely Place of Dying, Part 3 of 5, written by Marv Wolfman and illustrated by Jim Aparo. Now, the reason why I chose this comic and I'm shouting out about it is because it is a Two-Face episode, which you're probably wondering, why are you shouting that out? It's because we have twins in it. And for whatever reason, this episode kept having pairs of stuff, and it made me think of this comic book. You had Joker and Penguin, you had the two diamonds, you had the twins themselves. So we're getting pairs of twos. I'm like, shouldn't we have Two-Face in this episode? But the reason why I brought up this particular issue, and I don't know if you're familiar with this, but in the comic book itself, a lot of the way through it, you have Two-Face on one side of the panel with Batman kind of mimicking him on the other side of the panel. So as the story's going on, you're seeing like a pairing of Two-Face doing his thing, but Batman doing his thing that's similar to Two-Face throughout this comic. It's not the whole way through it, but it's a lot of the way through. And I really like this issue a lot. The Batman A Lonely Place of Dying is a great little mini series which both has both Batman and Nightwing in it. The basically Batman's kind of gone off the rails because Jason Todd's been killed, and Nightwing's kind of trying to reel him in. And this is the first introduction of Tim Drake. Tim Drake has found out Batman and Robin's identities, and the story kind of explains how that happens. And he's trying to get them back together as Batman and Robin. So this is early the story came out early in my comic book collecting career and holds a special place in my heart. But but watching this episode made me think of this issue just because of all the parallels and the twos and stuff in it. I think it's one of the better written Two-Face stories with all the pairings of twos in it. So, because you have Two-Face who kidnaps some twins and things like that. So,
That makes perfect sense. It's funny because when I was looking online for a picture of the twins that from this series, from um, there are a lot of twins that are in Batman, other mediums of Batman. There's I believe they're called the Kabuki twins, that are villains, that are sort of ninjas. In one of the Batman animated series, I think it was just called the Batman. The Joker works with these two big, huge guys, these big, huge thugs that are kind of dressed like they dress like clowns, and they're twins. I think they call them the twins. In Batman Beyond, there's the Dee Dee twins, which are quite famous. I've seen people cosplay as them. So so yeah, the twins are very and that's all like stuff that's not even really related to Two-Face so much, right? So
right.
but
You
I did
don't
feel
forget
like
about Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Good call. Who I've actually been on TV. Um I I did think that the twins in the 60 series in this particular episode, I didn't mention it in the main part of the review, but I did feel like I got a Sonny and Cher vibe off them. I don't I'm not sure if that was intentional, but it did feel like, especially with the guy's hair, kind of looked very much like Sonny Bono's hair.
Were they around at that time?
I believe so. I believe Sonny and Cher were in the 60s. So,
Okay. Didn't they used to have a variety show?
yep.
I got a foggy memory of it.
Yeah, Sonny and Cher actually, yeah, they it says they're an entertainment duo in the 60s and the 70s, of course. They were active starting in 1964
So
and
before the show.
yep, and they didn't do their show until the 70s. So, their show premiered in like 1971. So, but they were a music duo before that. So, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if that was intentional, if they were that well known, but I did get that vibe. And of course, Sonny and Cher were married. They weren't twins. They were brother and sister. So,
Right.
because that would have been creepy.
All right. If you'd like to comment on anything we've talked about tonight, you can reach us at our feedback line 317-455-8411. Text us, leave us a message, or you can email us at batchumspodcast@gmail.com. All right, you ready to get out of here, Batchum?
BatChums are ready to move out.
Atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Don't worry, the second part of a three-parter is yet to come.